Listen, y'all, Dolton is way worse than probably most of you guys can think that it is. And I mean, it's really going down. Tiffany Henyard and her henchmen have everybody's eyes all over them. And they have people who are there, not just Lightfoot, but they have other people who are there that are doing some heavy investigations on some stuff. And I got some stuff to show y'all later. But look at this meeting, y'all. This don't look nothing like their regular meetings now. Look at this. Look. Listen, make sure you hit the like. This is Long Island Audit's page right here where I'm getting this bit of footage from. But he has like 2 hours. Okay, if you want to go over there and watch it. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. And make sure your notifications are on. Okay? This is going to end up being... People keep calling it a Tubi movie. But it's going to end up being a Lifetime movie. Or Hulu or Netflix. Because it's going to get very ugly. Okay? Before it's all over. Unfortunately. I'm talking about uglier than it already has.
Gentlemen, if there's no other
Come on, son, fix your camera.
The floor for the public to speak. They wanted me to do a 3-minute time limit, but since the elected officials got to speak as long as they wanted to, it's fair.
This lady has not been charged with anything. Be ready to throw the baby away with the bathwater. Y'all catching Tiffany as a supervisor at Dolton Township.
Let's let him speak, and then you guys can get up to the podium and let him speak.
Everybody has an opportunity to speak. The bottom line, nobody paid me to come out here. I'm not on nobody's payroll. Okay? Investigate that. I'm not on nobody's payroll. What I'm saying is, black folks, we continue to tear each other down.
What's it have to do with race?
All the time.
What does it have to do with race, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, that whole tear each other down crap, I ain't even trying to hear that. You know, this is just something that, in my opinion, I see people try to use, black people try to use, when, you know, they up to no good. Because you deserve just as much criticism as the next person. It don't matter. And the truth be told, it be your own folks if you want to claim them. Okay? It be look at what we got going on here. And he talking about black people trying to tear each other down. Has he even investigated any of the claims? Do he know what all the claims are? Do you really think that this many people are involved in this situation because there's nothing going on? Bye.
Corruption is corruption. Tyranny knows no color.
Why don't we mediate? You know what I'm saying? Why don't we set for a mediation session with the people in the Dolton Township? Seriously. Try to mediate with us first.
It's cool. I can't say that word. Okay, it's people like this that just get in the way. You know, because how many attempts at mediations have they had already? Okay, how many? But I got something to show y'all, and it's going to be in this video, but I got some shit coming up for y'all, boy, concerning this situation. I mean, this is like, it's like you try to turn away, but I guarantee y'all this is not the only place that this is happening. Okay. Georgia.
It doesn't work, that's another story, right? You got another.
I smell a plant, ladies and gentlemen. I smell a plant.
Seriously. What I'm saying y'all from the man to the body, I live out here in Calumet City. Look here.
Always playing the race card. Black people, why are we tearing each other down?
It's about them judging her and whoever else based upon their performances and things that they're, you know, that they may have done that are illegal. That's what this is about. But, you know, guys, listen, word on the street is that the woman who is, you know, who has the charges pressed, you know, for the Vegas incident was in there, and she was crying, and Henyard, you know what she does, right? The smuckering, the laughing, the snickering, yeah.
Are you sure my toes on? Is this a big running? I live on 154. And, like I said, I'm 23. This is my first town hall meeting. And I think one of the important things that you actually mentioned yourself, supervisor, is that, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't, data doesn't. So I understand that this body is saying that by law, we're only obligated to publish these numbers in the clerk's office 48 hours prior or hand it out. But it's worthwhile to evaluate policy as opposed to law. So my question would be, you want civic engagement, especially from the youth, but isn't it worthwhile taking good faith actions that will actually lead to an increased amount of engagement? So for example, one of the questions that I actually asked, and I didn't necessarily get a clear answer, obviously, fill in the blanks, I got the answer, was that, hey, if this is information that is being readily produced, it's clear that we have a database that has these numbers that we're, using to concatenate all this information. Why isn't that being published?
I mean, he should just get to the point, because he talked all up and down and around, and it's like, I don't know. You kind of lost me there a little bit along the way. Can you just ask your question? I mean, we glad you showed up, though. Okay, I know they had to drag your ass in, because where your friends at? Where your friends? Hey, y'all better start paying attention to what the fuck they got going on up in your town. I'm telling you, this is not uncommon, y'all. For some reason, Dolton just got blowed up. That's just, okay.
Online for increased accessibility.
Local politics. We ain't standing by nobody, no Trump, no nobody. It's the local. Pay attention.
This is what I mean by
let this be a lesson.
You say that you want us to be civically engaged. You say that you want us to be showing up and be present in these meetings. But from my first meeting at Gordon Township, it seems like there's actions that are being taken.
Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button and share the live. Goons all around.
I really do want to advocate is just for transparency and visibility. I'm a firm believer that the internet lies. You can look on the internet and they'll say 1,000,000 plus one things. And I'm a firm believer that if we only looked at people as the summations of all their faults, all of us would be sinners. But the reality of the situation is that it's important for us as a community to be engaged. And in order to engage the community, we need access to data.
There you go.
Now, I'm also going to bring up another topic that wasn't necessarily mentioned here, but I do have a genuine question about crime. I'm 23 years old, but my dad's been here for about 28 years. He owns his home. And especially in the past few years, the proliferation of crime has been...
No one's scared. It's just,
my sister
they're the ones trying to intimidate.
Right in front of her house.
If I was scared, I wouldn't be here.
Just 2 days ago, there's robbers walking down Ingleside Avenue heading that Dolton.
They do intimidate, y'all. They don't try, they do. They do intimidate. All the stuff that y'all been hearing on the news, y'all been hearing about people's houses getting shot up, people cars being get shot up, people dying, all this other kind of stuff. Listen, They think they in some kind. What was that movie Denzel played in? King Kong ain't got nothing on me. This is really what they really think is going on. I'm talking about Tiffany and her folks. The rest of the people on the receiving end, they don't think nothing. It's happening, and a lot of it is documented for proof.
All the cars on the street. It was only by God's grace that a police officer pulled around the corner. And the reality of the situation is the police officers ultimately let them go. There was 2 men there. They only talked to one because the second one ran through the back to our backyard and ran to Drexel. I'm sure they rendezvoused at the park.
The line is so long, guys. So long.
So my question would be, I would love to know,
I'm gonna wait for the line.
especially as a youth member, someone who actually
Gets a little
especially
bit,
since I graduated college in Gangsta, Ohio.
Hey man, listen, this boy still ain't asked his doggone question yet. I'm over it.
I'm a 20-year Dolton Township employee. First of all, in this very building, Barack Obama stood here. And one thing we never stood here under Frank is race. Black, white, Asian, or Latin, we all got along. So no disrespect to you
Right.
This is our house. And first of all, so we understand one thing. When you're doing wrong, you need to be corrected. So I only have one question, Ms. Darlene Gray. Do you think that the
Thank you guys for the super chats. Hit that like button and share the live.
Frank told me to ask you that.
See, why you talking at a time like this, bro? Come on. We didn't even hear the question. Yeah, I'll find it somewhere else, but dang. Come on. You don't need to tell them thank you. They know you recording an important meeting right now. Get your mind right. Dude, really? We not gonna catch it.
So I only have one question, Ms. Darlene Gray. Do you think that the
Thank you guys for the super chats. Hit that like button and share the live.
Frank told me to ask you that.
You gonna wait till dude say he got one question, man. I'm out. Okay, y'all. So this is Tommy G. If y'all ain't watched Tommy G's channel, go on over there and go ahead and subscribe to Tommy G while you liking and sharing this video. This dude goes around to some of the craziest places in America that we didn't even know existed. And, you know, he checks it out for us. He investigates. I guess he talks to the people, you know. He tell us some interesting, like it's a town where there's only Edos there, if you know what I'm saying. Or like, it'd be some real strange, weird stuff. So you got to check his channel out. And he ended up going to Dolton. You're not going to believe this? No, you ain't going to believe this. I'm just going to have to show it to you.
I will not. You guys step over here on public property.
The goons have come out. Tommy G, they call me. Milwaukee representative. Hello, folks. I'm Tommy G. Today we're looking into the most corrupt mayor in America, allegedly. The mayor. Is she a hero or a villain? No. Shit. We're in a town with potentially one of the most corrupt mayors in America. We're still looking, but this is just for videotaping. Look how many police they brought out here. Are you gonna get in your vehicle? I'll get in mine, you get in yours? One day while scrolling through TikTok, I was assaulted by a barrage of videos covering Dolton, Illinois Mayor Tiffany Henyard. She refers to herself as the super mayor as well as the most powerful woman in Chicago's South Side. But does she use her power for good? People on the internet and in her own community have been calling her the most corrupt mayor in America. And here are some of the things she's been accused of. Stripping business licenses away from people that don't contribute to her charity, pay-for-play kickbacks and bribes, taking lavish first-class trips on the taxpayer dime, making the city pay for her own personal ice skating rink, using the taxpayer money as a marketing budget for self-promotion for things like 122 billboards with her face on it, and using tens of thousands of taxpayer money dollars per month to hire a PR firm that's designed to clean up her image. And I'll give her this, her image is tough to clean up. Here's some more reasons why. She double dips as both the mayor of Dolton and the village of Thornton Township supervisor, and she's made it so that if she's not reelected as supervisor, the incoming person would receive a 90% pay cut. She's racked up credit card debt like she's trying to set a record, and she tells the residents things like, better have my money, and compares herself to Martin Luther King. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's alleged that she rolls around like a crime boss. Some people claim that she's even gone as far as having the cars of people that oppose her shot up to intimidate them. She rolls around in a convoy of extensive private security, of course on the taxpayer dollar, and it's said that she has the police force in her pocket partly due to the outrageous amounts of overtime she allows her officers to be paid. Again, on the taxpayer dollar. I hope you're noticing the theme here. Unfortunately for Tiffany and her police chief lapdog, Officer Louis Lacey, I have in my possession receipts, disciplinary forms, documents.
This is crazy. This is not even it's not even a big town. It's a small town. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude talking about black people always want to tear each other down. Black people always want to do the dumbest stuff. Like, this is dumb for all of them involved. This is really, really freaking dumb.
Insider information that we will be diving into in great detail today. Folks, this channel does not stand for bullies, and by the end of my expose, I'm sure you'll draw the conclusion that Tiffany, Officer Lacey, and their cronies are not only bullies of the worst kind, but an absolute disgrace to the title of public servant. The FBI is currently investigating her, so I hope she gets to see this video, but I'm not sure what the Wi-Fi situation is in Cook County Jail. Let's begin the episode.
They out of make it work like shit ain't nothing here. Was gone 190 some days, shit I'm begging next. Pull on this block and put my gloves on just like Michael Jackson.
Hopefully, folks, if you're watching this right now, you have the privilege of living in a democracy. And if you live in a democracy, that means that you've elected people that should represent you and have your best interest at heart. Right now in the United States, we have a crisis with our politicians. There's an awful lot of people that are abusing their positions of power to enrich themselves and to fool you, the citizen. You can look at the national level where we have people like Tommy Tuberville, Nancy Pelosi, U.S. senators and congresspeople that, while being full-time politicians, are also somehow the best stock traders we've ever seen. They're outperforming Wall Street. Today, folks, we look at it at a local level. We're looking at the most corrupt mayor in America. And I have to say allegedly, because because this mayor, Tiffany Henyard, she likes using the legal system, people that don't agree with her or speak out against her. She has a lot of cases that have been filed.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman.
I want to avoid being dragged into court by her. So I'm going to say this is all alleged. This is all my opinion. And we'll let the FBI, who's also in town right now, determine the facts of the case. We're speaking to a lot of people, angry, upset, and ready to speak out against this mayor for all the egregious things she's allegedly done. So folks, let's pull up, let's hit the streets, and let's dive into this story.
Let go of the purse, but I could be without it. Couldn't think, couldn't even eat, couldn't even sleep without it. They locked my dog up for an errand.
All right, let's get there.
What is she allegedly guilty of, do you think?
Stealing that money. Because you know her family worked with her. Most likely she's stealing money and giving it to her family and using it for herself instead of giving it to the people that actually need it. And she be having her names all on the trucks and stuff. Like, it be everywhere.
And see, this is my thing. Most of these people that do all this stuff, they don't, in my opinion, because I've never been in that position, so I don't know all the details, and whoever else, might be over them saying, yeah, you're going to have to do this, blah, 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 blah. I don't know all the intricates, right? But from where I sit and from what I understand, a lot of them are sitting pretty. You know what I mean? Especially since y'all don't really be involved. And a lot of them, when it comes time to get voted out, like, y'all don't do that. So they rocking, and they have all these benefits that come with the position, and they can make this and that and the third happen or not happen, right? It's no need to rob the people so much like she's doing, because they here to rob. That's for sure. Their salary alone is robbing you. But to just do all of this, especially with her particular salary, getting one pay, then getting another pay, which is at the highest level where somebody else actually earned that pay. And since he passed away, y'all might want to look into that. Yeah, but she took over the rest of his term, so she started at his pay. Bro, why are you robbing these people blind so they don't have no other choice but to say something? Why are you Nino browning these people like this? This is crazy. Listen, y'all, this shit here is just
by Fox
dumb.
32 under open records laws shows Thornton Township paid more than $10,000 for the vinyl signs themselves.
If you could speak with her directly, anything you would say to Tiffany?
Do better.
Do you know the mayor, Tiffany? Yeah. Hero or villain?
Villain! He's a gangster.
Going up to the administration building, we're meeting trustees, people that are our public.
I guarantee you they're going to pull his info off the side of that truck, and he going to be in trouble for saying that. You don't believe me?
And want to speak out against her. Let's see who we have gathered. So Mayor Tiffany, hero or villain?
From what I know, villain. The security guards is getting like 300 hours on their checks and stuff.
The officers are paid every 2 weeks, which without overtime is 80 hours. But when they're put on Henyard's detail, that 80 hours balloons to well over 100 hours, sometimes 200 hours. And in the case of Officer Terry Young last May, 303 hours worked over a 2-week period. That resulted in a single paycheck of more than $13,000.
How does a person...
2 weeks? 2 weeks. Bitch.
Within a 2-week pay period, 303 hours. That's impossible. How are you securing somebody in your sleep? How are you getting 300 hours so you know that she's pulling money from somewhere? I don't know where. She's not pulling it out of her butt, so clearly we know it's from something.
Rocking some new attire, okay? RIP mainstream media. They've tried attacking me, this channel, because we stand for truth and actually talking to people. So you want to join the resistance, join the movement, link is in the description. And I'm actually going to FaceTime 3 people that by the next 48 hours, I'm picking 3 of you to FaceTime, talk to you, connect to you. So join the movement, link in the description.
Were you recently injured in a car accident?
Hell no. Hell no. I'm about to go put in an application real quick. I'll be back.
What do you expect of a mayor when you elect them? What kind of behavior do you expect?
Leadership, inclusiveness.
What is a trustee?
The governing body. We maintain the finances, amend, and make laws for the community.
Now, if she does indeed go to prison for this, will you be putting any money on her commissary?
No, she's using the police as her scapegoat to intimidate, retaliate. People speak against her. They're giving people tickets. It's just a lot of stuff.
The police are in her pocket?
Yes.
Are they on her payroll or what?
Police are payroll.
Do you think she's a hero or a villain?
A villain. She is spending all the village.
They on payroll. Listen, I understand they like, why would I pass this up? I mean, because can you go to jail because somebody paid you a certain salary? But come on, 300, like we know it's not possible for, and then you got so many. So why do all of them need 300 hours? Like, this girl is just gobbling. She just gobbling every fucking thing up. And they doing it with her. So it's like, the main stuff is gonna fall mostly on her. But then again, her police chief, that's a whole, that one.
Dolton tax dollars and Thornton Township, which is part of the village of Dolton.
This is Valeria Stubbs, a vocal critic of the mayor, who believes her home was shot up at the request of the mayor, stemming from a bitter feud they had last summer. Asked if she believed that Henyard was behind the shooting, Stubbs did not hesitate. Absolutely, she told the New York Post.
We have some of the highest taxes, property taxes.
The New York Post. Y'all think these people lying? Roland Martin, I don't know what he called himself doing there. Bro.
And the Southland, and because we have a food desert out here, lack of businesses, we need all the tax dollars that we can get. She created Greenwood Falls ice skating rink that is never opened, that does not generate any revenue whatsoever.
It's your mayor, Tiffany Henyard, the people's mayor. We're finally in the second phase of Greenwood Falls.
My thing is, Andrew Holmes, y'all see him here, he looking like, he looking kind of skinny. He looking like he might got a little gut there, but he looking kind of skinny though. I mean, dude, this is dude with the big old head, like this dude. You see how he look now? How long ago was this? How did dude get like this? This is the one that had the accusations against old girl. This is the one who they say has an appetite for younger ladies. Yuck.
And remember, we do this for you, residents, because we care. You come first.
I saw a video where she was in the ice rink having a party.
Only when she's having something is the ice skating rink open.
So she basically has a personal ice rink that she's funded through taxpayer dollars and gets to use for her own parties.
Yes. When she went to a board meeting and
it's like y'all think they making this stuff up. Like homegirl went and had an ice skating rink built. Okay, great. That's an attraction, right? But only she can use it. Literally, only she.
Says Nino Brown said that the residents better have her money.
What's being referred to right now is the town hall meeting when Mayor Tiffany walked in dressed as Nino Brown from the movie New Jack City with the Rihanna song playing in the background, better have my money, as a message to her residents.
Every single resident. Pay me what you owe me.
What she fails to realize is that is not her money. That is the taxpayer money. But this is much bigger than Mayor Tiffany. This is a larger trend around the country of public servants and institutions showing that they have no regard where our money goes or how they piss it away. For example, the Department of...
At least they got the sense to act like. Okay? They just minding their business. They not creating no spectacle, drawing no special attention to themselves, because y'all don't be paying them no attention. And they like, good, let's keep it that way. And they just doing everything she doing. And y'all don't care. But this chick, come on, bro. She's had the nerve to try to say that was a parody from a Martin episode. She literally was dressed exactly like Nino Brown.
Defense has failed their audit the last 10 years in a row and are unable to account for up to $3.1 trillion worth of assets. They are accountable to us. We fund them. So my question to them is, where is our money? And they need to answer that. There's two sides of this. There's the township and the village, and she kind of double dipped. She's the mayor of the...
She's the mayor of the village.
She's the mayor of the village, and she's also a supervisor
for the Thornton Township.
And combined, her income from this job is...
I say over $300,000 a year because she get perks, too.
But she would make it that if the next person that gets elected would get $25,000.
Right.
So that's a kind of way to ice out the competition.
She was appointed to that position, not elected. If she was elected to that position, that salary would go down, and I believe it was approximately $50,000.
The FBI is in town. Do you think Tiffany...
But you know what's crazy, though? Is the fact that these people actually advocated and marketed for her to actually get appointed to this position. And this is part of the problem. You see what you have on your hands here now? And do you guys understand how hard it's gonna be to get her out? And you gotta get rid of everybody else who she done gave this nice fat life to out of there too. And how many people gonna perish? See, you can't be voting for people just because, you like them or they give you a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. But that's what y'all be doing. Dumb shit.
know she's cooked, or do you think she thinks she's innocent, or what do you think?
I really don't think that she thinks she's going to jail. I'm also a
She
former
don't.
Cook County Sheriff for the Department of Correction, and I suggest that she go and take a tour of that facility so she can see what's in store for her.
That's, folks, you don't need to be a corrupt mayor to need a lawyer. Is it fair to say that Mayor Tiffany probably needs a good lawyer?
Yes, absolutely.
Everyone needs a lawyer. Everyone should have a lawyer in their back pocket. I have lawyers in my circle, and they're very helpful. Here's why.
I agree.
It can happen. One day you can be walking down the street and you get hit by a car. You get attacked by a dog. In situations like these, you need a lawyer. You can check out Morgan & Morgan. They are the nation's largest personal injury firm. One of their victories in the last...
You know, nothing against him and his hustle over here. You know, awesome channel and everything like that. Great editing. Stories are just wow. But, I mean, what's corny to me, when everybody's doing the same marketing campaign. And right now, it's Morgan & Morgan's turn. Can we get past it? Thank you.
One way to avoid expensive car repair bills.
How is Tiffany doing with taxpayer money?
I don't have enough information, and that kind of goes to the root of the problem. There isn't much transparency. There isn't much back and forth as far as, hey, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it.
All right, so this is a trustee.
And things of that nature. But then it also goes into different things like types of accommodations and things. I know a lot of people have heard things about that as far as
you don't need to be in the Bellagio
exactly.
penthouse.
If you're going to get the stipend, then you use it for your meals, you use it for your transportation, things like that. You don't go then and put everything on, say, the township credit card.
They say if you want to find the truth, the best way to do it is to follow the money. So we obtained the Thornton Township credit card statements through a Freedom of Information Act request and got to digging. When we looked through these, we noticed that Tiffany herself does not have a credit card. However, another one of her lapdogs, Thornton Township and Village of Dolton Administrator Keith Freeman, has made some awfully sus purchases in the last year. Take, for example, a round-trip flight from Chicago to D.C.
Keith, you're going to be sweating in prison, boy. You're going to be sweating.
Despite an economy ticket running about $200, Tiffany and Keith booked flights on the Thornton taxpayer dollar for $1,265 each. That's first class, folks. Another set of transactions is the Bliss Beauty, a local hair salon. $565 on January 16th, $1,225 on February 3rd, and $1,735 on February 19th of 2023. Now, my question for Keith and his purchase of $5,400 on beauty supplies is, are these wigs for you? And if that case, Slay Queen, or are you secretly buying wigs for Mayor Tiffany and running up the taxpayer dollar for her? Next, let's talk dining. Mayor Tiffany and her comrades love spending money on extravagant meals, like $427 at Theo's Steak and Seafood and $426 at Hamada of Japan are just the tip of the iceberg. In fact, in the first 2 billing periods of 2023, Keith Freeman spent $5,900 towards meals on the Thornton Township card. Which begs the question, folks, is this illegal or merely unethical? Because to me, a public servant should not be balling out on the taxpayer dime. The question of legality is not for me to decide. I'll let the FBI handle that one.
Let's just say Tiffany watches this video, and you could say a message directly to her. What would you want to say?
Just resign. Just leave. Let me do my
She'll
job.
never
If you're
do
going to
that.
be a public servant,
She would never do any of that. I mean, clearly we see that. Like, this chick is not backing down. She not backing down.
or act like it, or get the hell out. I'll see you in jail.
I would like for you to repent for the sins that you have done, or go to jail.
We've gone through all this where there's no
What?
transparency. Senior money's been misspent, unfortunately. It's beyond.
Or I wouldn't get his help for no choice.
It's something I think that could be repaired and fixed at this time. It's time to go.
Pulling up to a strip mall to talk to a business owner, Dr. Scott, that has been screwed by the mayor. Let's see what she has to say.
Next, we meet Dr. Scott, who recently bought a strip mall in Dolton. She's trying to bring much-needed services to the community, like a free food bank that functions like a grocery shop, but she's struggling against Mayor Tiffany's attempts to drown her out. Everyone I ask...
Yeah, y'all see, it's getting real now. This part right here, man, this shit. Oh boy, see what y'all put in office. This is crazy.
Well, Dr. Scott says she's like a saint and can't believe this is happening to her. Let's meet her and hear her story.
Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. We're a nonprofit organization. We acquired this entire strip mall to bring additional programs and services to not just Dolton, but the Southland of Cook County. The shelves aren't full now, but by tomorrow we will have all the shelves full, and the numbers indicate how much of each item they can have. This area here, when we purchased the property, the idea was to open up, a thrift store, to give people access to quality items. We have not been able to do that.
How long has this been sitting vacant for?
July.
And you still have to pay property taxes.
Yes.
You still have to pay rent. You still have to pay overhead, insurance.
I still have mortgage. I still have insurance. I do partner with other organizations that give me volunteers, but I do have a small team that we have to pay payroll because we still function. We still try to serve the community by having the grocery store available.
If this isn't able to be funded, whose pocket does it come out of right now?
Mine.
Cities can have layers of bureaucracy that keep you from running your business and making money. And the longer that they keep this vacant, the longer that you have to foot foot the bill, and the longer that they cost their own people. This in particular makes me mad because when you see some.
Imagine you balling out, buying all these hundreds of dollars worth of wigs, and in the flights to just everything she doing, and you won't even allot money to support for your local residents to be able to come and get some food, groceries for their family. Like, get the fuck.
Someone actually willing to take a risk like she is, and they're preventing her from doing it, it's not a good thing.
All of this space is to expand the grocery store. Right now, it's just being used as storage. Now, this room here is when we're able to do a pop-up fundraiser. We have things that have been donated to us that we sell to the community. All the clothes and things you see are $1, shoes are $2.
Wow.
I received a letter from the village telling me that I needed to have these 6 things in order for them to even begin to think about giving me permits. And that package was architectural drawings, which I've already submitted to the village, but they want to have a state certification stamp on those drawings, and just a number of different things that they were asking for, as though I were building a building. I'm trying to do simple renovations to get us back up and running, and they're requiring us to do a number of things that someone who is building a structure would need to do. For the type of work I'm trying to do, it doesn't require everything that they were listing. They wanted to come in and do a occupancy inspection. I didn't request an occupancy inspection, and so I said, no, you cannot do it.
Because what they were trying to do is come in and write you up for everything.
Absolutely, to shut me down. When we were closed down for 2 weeks because we had flooded, there was a mother who drove up with 3 kids in the car asking if we were open because she didn't know how she was going to feed her kids. That is what matters to me.
If you could say a direct message to Tiffany, what would you say right now?
It's really unfortunate that you sit in a seat of, yes, power. In my eyes, you did not do the right thing. I have no idea why you chose to stop something that could benefit the community that you love. You know, you grew here.
Man, Henyard is a cold-blooded tarantula.
Everybody else flew here. But I said to you when I met with you to see my heart and know that I want to help the community.
That's the thing.
You can sell this $5 special on it.
One way we fight corruption is with our vote. Another way is with our dollar. I'm going to donate $500 of my own money to this cause to keep this food pantry open and running so that the city can't squash her out of business so she can help the people.
That's what's up.
I started the Rally Around Dr. Scott GoFundMe. I put $500 of my own dollars in. Let's flood this lady with money. Let's see what we can do as a youth.
Hey, man, be careful with that shit. Nah, we all, I ain't going to mention your other stuff, but that, you know, hey, okay, well, you know, that was nice, but, okay. All right. The inbred family.
And this is also a way to stand against Mayor Tiffany. Link is in my description. Let's blow her up. Thank you, guys. Let's blow it up. Let's fund this, and let's give a big, giant you to the Mayor Tiffany. If you try to approach her township, her fortress, what happens?
The police gonna come and,
I'm up for the challenge.
And he about to find out.
Let's head over to her township and see if we can speak to her or people that might know more about the story.
Good luck to you. Yeah, good luck on that. Money, just call me.
Listen, at first when they did all that, I was like, well, they funny. Oh, no, this ain't no joking matter here.
Hello there. As you can tell, some of the city officials don't want to talk about what's been going on, but
let's talk about the motorcade that Tiffany uses to roll around town like she's some sort of crime boss. We did some digging and we found the receipt from the car dealership that Tiffany leased these Tahoes from. On just one of these Tahoes, with a retail price of $93,000, Tiffany overpaid by nearly $56,000. I don't know if she's the worst negotiator on the planet or if there's something fishy going on here, but this is a shining example of how Tiffany is.
How do you get? She didn't get a deal. I mean, she got more than one vehicle, y'all. I mean, boy. I mean, this is just. Let me tell y'all what I think. This is just the world, the universe, God, whomever. I don't know what y'all showing you how dumb your ass be. Okay, because you gotta be some ignorant mugs to continue generation after motherfucking generation to let everybody do you in your face, and then you be like, oh, I like it.
The hardworking taxpayers of Dolton. It's purchases like this that has led the town to be millions of dollars in the deficit.
We're probably not going to be able to talk to many of these people because they know that they're guilty, allegedly, but let's go into the township and see what we can find. I love bringing justice to a city. Is Mayor Tiffany, would you say, a hero or villain?
Hero, of course.
Why is that?
Everything she's promised, she's done. You get the garbage picked up properly. There are a lot of improvements. Nice. She has an amusement park for the kids on Greenwood.
And he don't know nothing about them accusations because he don't care and he ain't looked into them. That's how them people ended up over there at Carbonation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Are you a citizen? Are you an employee of the city?
I'm a citizen. Yeah, I've lived here for almost 32 years.
Can we talk to some people who are really upset about some of her spending? She's buying $150,000 vehicles, the fact that she's bought an ice rink basically for herself. The naysayers are saying some really damning things about her. What do you think about that?
There's this drumbeat to try to remove her. I don't know because of her youth or what it is.
So would you say financially she's spending the taxpayer money appropriately?
I think so.
Why do you think the FBI is in
How
town?
did he know?
There's a lot of hubbub and a lot of stuff going around, that people talking, and me personally, as a citizen of the city, I haven't seen anything overt.
We just talked to business owners across the street in that strip mall that are not getting permitted and licensed to open up things that will help the community. A lot of these people are saying because they don't donate directly to her campaign, you get stripped of your business license or you're not granted a business license.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard of that. If there's such a thing going on, if that's true. I'm hearing a lot of allegations.
See, this is the dumb shit I'm talking about. He literally advocating for her and co-signing her and says she's doing a wonderful job. And then he gonna say he hadn't heard about that? Come on, we heard about it. But you know how far away Illinois is from fucking Georgia? We heard about that shit. You lived there 32 years and you talking about this the first time? It's not just one person, one business. She's shutting them down in a DMX voice, okay? So he don't pay attention to none of that. But he's going to endorse her. You see what I'm saying? Boy, you's an idiot.
Seen anything concrete.
Hello, sir.
Hey, good. How you guys doing?
Oh, good. We're just doing a story. We've heard controversy about the mayor.
Ain't nobody seen anything concrete except for the shit that's concrete that we seen that's gangsta. You talking about some receipts? Her paperwork? Oh, well, they hiding that. Dort.
We're here to see if she's a hero or a villain. What is your take, sir?
No, I don't have a take. I'm saying, what are you here for? You're just taking,
We're running a video right now.
but you got to get permission to do that.
Is it a public area, sir? Yeah. I don't believe so. This is a public area, huh?
Right.
Which means you get to film in public. There she is, right there. Oh, is this a public area?
Yeah, but we don't. You have to get
Talking about the
permission to
taxpayer?
take pictures of people here. You cannot be in here.
Wait, isn't this a public area though? Get me with the cameras. Come on out. Wait, this is a public area. Come on out, gentlemen. Can you ask that, sir? Please, is this a public area, sir? Please step out. I don't think this is legal, sir. That's a police officer saying that. Sir, can you explain to us a little bit?
I will not.
The man you see here is Deputy Chief Lacey. While you might look at him and think he's a Walmart version of Detroit urban survival, he actually is a man with a disciplinary report thicker than the Bible. He currently has 3 active lawsuits against him. All 3 of them allege violations of the Constitution for the acts he has committed. Let me share some of his past actions with you so you can get a picture of the man he is. Let's start with his petty incidents. One of his reports details him threatening the water company over a $300 bill he didn't want to pay. He's also known for trying not to pay tolls when he drives through them. But things get more serious. Many residents have banded together to note his excessive use of force.
Now, if y'all go back to that meeting the other day and you just listen to him, you be like, this dude might be about his... Okay, he was like, sir, your business got shut down because you violated this, you violated that, da-da-da. Then he picked up another one, and you, da-da-da-da, violation, da-da-da-da. We gave you plenty of time. We had court meetings. You didn't show up, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I'm going to, like, he was talking like he just really about his business. Like, he just ain't playing around with nobody. And that's why they mad. Like, it was really, like, you be convinced. Unless your ass actually do some fucking research, which a lot of you don't do.
And his use of the taser. In a 2012 incident, he was sued for 4th Amendment constitutional violations.
Y'all remember that situation? You don't remember that situation? It was all over social media. Way before all of this stuff started blowing up. Y'all remember that? Okay.
To excessive force. Lacey lost this case and the judge ordered payment of $12,000 for the incident. In the summer of 2021, 19-year-old Alexis Wilson was shot 7 times and killed by Dolton police. Her mom emailed us twice, pleading with us to expose Officer Lacey. Activists Carlos West and Rabbi Michael McLeenan protested this killing 7 days later, exercising their constitutional right to free speech. However, their rights were violated by Officer Lacey once again when he ordered their arrest without due cause. They filed a lawsuit, and on March 4th, both of these men were awarded $50,000 in settlements. This is one of Mayor Tiffany's lead lapdogs that she uses to control the town through his goonish actions. Another case he was involved in resulted in the largest settlement in Cook County history, $33.5 million.
You guys step over here on public property. This is not public property. Where is the public property? Have a good day. Can you not answer my...
$33.5 million for a car chase. I don't know the rest of the story, but damn. Now watch them. Listen, and they know they on camera. Watch them.
Question, sir?
Do you have ID? In Illinois, you have to have ID. Do you have ID? May I see it?
What is the thing you suspect us of doing?
In a minute, I'm asking you.
This is a public taxpayer area that we're now being
Step over here, sir.
hassled.
Step over here.
The goons have come out. Okay.
Oh,
This is quite a response for people doing a story.
Keep walking, sir.
How many police vehicles are coming for this?
What exactly are you guys trying to accomplish?
The mayor. Is she a hero or a villain? No. This is part of the convoy too, guys. The taxpayer sponsored Tahoe's right there. At $150K for a vehicle. Oh wow.
Run me over.
Look at how many people surrounding this dude. Look at what they doing to this dude. Look at what they doing. Look at what these motherfuckers is doing. Look at this shit. What the fuck? Homeboy actually looked kind of concerned. He do look kind of concerned. Boy, if you didn't have these cameras, we'd be like, dang, what happened to his channel? He was really what happened to homeboy? The fuck?
I can tell you, sir, I'm not riding dirty in the slightest, so there's nothing you'll...
651. Sir, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you have your guys sit in the car, please?
What? No.
You sure?
You want us to do something off camera? I'm surrounded by 6 people. I'm not going to...
This shit,
Step back real quick.
hey, bro, he tried to get homeboy to get his camera and go sit in the car. Listen, I'm going to rewind that so you can find that shit. Okay.
Taxpayer area that we're now being hassled.
Step over here.
The goons have come out. Okay.
Oh, you done fucked up, boy.
Doing a story. How many police vehicles are coming for this?
What exactly are you guys trying to accomplish?
The mayor. Is she a hero or a villain? No. This is part of the convoy too, guys. The taxpayer sponsored Tahoe's right there. At $150K for a vehicle. Oh wow.
Run me over.
I can tell you, sir, I'm not riding dirty in the slightest, so there's nothing you'll...
651. Sir, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you have your guys sit in the car, please?
What? No.
You sure?
You want us to do something off camera? I'm surrounded by 6 people. I'm not going to about to do that.
Step back real quick.
Can you please tell me why you refuse to say what the public area is that you want me to go to? Tommy G, they call me. Milwaukee representative.
I mean, what he about to do? Fight him? He said, y'all step back real quick. Why? He getting ready to fight him? Like, what's he getting ready to do? I mean, this is like the craziest part of the whole video. Can he fight though? Look at him. He like one of those damn, what you call it? The little bobble things. I can't even. Ugh.
In Milwaukee, you can literally steal a car and rob a bank and not this many cops show up. So once I come up clean, then what?
Who else got ID?
Coming back.
State of Illinois, you're supposed to have ID.
Go get your ID.
For what?
Hey, go get your ID. Unlock the car so you can get his ID.
He talking about who else have ID. They got tactics. Like, now you want to go unlock the car so you can get his ID. The same one you try to make go get in the car? Why are you IDing them? They ain't did nothing wrong. They literally have not done anything wrong. They come in here for the same reason other people come in there for, to question y'all, to see what's going on in your town. Because there's a lot of things being said. And y'all doing this? Man, can you imagine what they doing to the actual citizens there? Nah. Hey, we glad you made it out, homie.
Question.
Oh, it's not a request.
Not at all.
You know you're lying, right? Illinois.
For what?
Get it right. I know who you are. Got your information. Get it right.
That sounds like a threat.
Yes.
Hey, nice job.
Listen.
Car and rob a bank and not this many cops.
He really actually is starting to
I can tell you, sir, I'm not riding dirty in the slightest, so there's nothing you'll...
651. Sir, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you have your guys sit in the car, please?
What? No.
You sure?
You want us to do something off camera? I'm surrounded by 6 people. I'm not going to about to do that.
I got to slow this part down, y'all. Hold on.
Get a picture of the man he is. Let's start with his petty incidents. One of his reports details him threatening the water company over a $300 bill he didn't want to pay. He's also known for trying not to pay tolls when he drives through them. But things get more serious. Many residents have banded together to note his excessive use of force and his use of the taser. In a 2012 incident, he was sued for 4th Amendment constitutional violations due to excessive force. Lacey lost this case and the judge ordered payment of $12,000 for the incident. In the summer of 2021, 19-year-old Alexis Wilson was shot 7 times and killed by Dolton police. Her mom emailed us twice, pleading with us to expose Officer Lacey. Activists Carlos West and Rabbi Michael McLeenan protested this killing 7 days later, exercising their constitutional right to free speech. However, their rights were violated by Officer Lacey once again when he ordered their arrest without due cause. They filed a lawsuit, and on March 4th, both of these men were awarded $50,000 in settlements. This is one of Mayor Tiffany's lead lapdogs that she uses to control the town through his goonish actions. Another case he was involved in resulted in the largest settlement in Cook County history, $33.5 million.
You guys step over here on public property.
This is not public property.
Okay.
Where is the public
Sir,
property?
have a good day.
Can you not answer my question, sir?
Do you have ID? In Illinois, you have to have ID. Do you have ID? May I see it, please?
What is the thing you suspect us of doing?
In a minute, I'm asking you.
This is a public taxpayer area that we're now being...
Of course you're supposed to have identification, but that doesn't mean that you can just demand and then he wagging his finger. What the fuck is that? Hey.
Do you have ID? In Illinois, you have to have ID. Do you
have ID?
May I see it, please?
What is the thing you suspect us of doing?
In a minute, I'm asking you.
This is a public taxpayer area that we're now being...
Step over here, sir.
Hassled.
Step over here.
The goons have come out. Okay. Here we... Oh, this is quite a response for people doing a story.
Keep walking, sir.
How many police vehicles are coming for this?
What exactly are you guys trying to accomplish on this?
The mayor. Is she a hero or a villain?
No.
This is part of the convoy, too, guys. The taxpayer sponsored Tahoe's right there. And $150K for a vehicle.
Right.
Oh, wow. That's
Run me over.
I can tell you, sir, I'm not riding dirty in the slightest, so there's nothing you'll probably do.
651. Sir, can you do me a favor? Sure.
With the shades on, y'all. He want to be a movie star. He want to be a movie star.
No.
You sure?
You want us to do something off camera and I'm surrounded by 6 people? I'm not going to about to do that.
Yeah, step back real quick.
Can you please tell me why you refuse to say what the public area is that you want me to go to? Tommy G, they call me. Milwaukee representative.
Everybody cams on?
In Milwaukee, you can literally steal a car and rob a bank and not this many cops show up. So once I come up clean, then what?
Who else got ID?
Coming back.
State of Illinois, you're supposed to have ID.
Go get your ID.
For what?
Hey, go get your ID. Unlock the car so you can get his ID.
It's not a request.
Oh, it's not a request.
Not at all.
You know you're liable, right? In Illinois.
For what?
Get it right. I know who you are. Got your information. Get it right.
That sounds like a threat.
Yes.
Valid.
Hey, dude, nice job. You're valid, dude. Good for you.
I'm legal, so.
Okay, gentlemen, have a good day.
Are you going to get in your vehicle? I'll get mine. You get yours?
Hey, go to your car. Have a good day.
What the f*** is going on, these motherfuckers?
We should probably
That's intimidation. This is why the trustees did not want us to come here.
Wow.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Is this something that someone that's innocent would be doing?
Hell no.
Look, business. Shut down, and shut down. Mayor Tiffany, when you go to jail, there will be many people applauding it.
Facts.
There's only 20 police officers or something like that in Dolton.
Holy shit! That's wow! Oh my God!
Oh yeah, that's Deputy Chief Lacey. He's the biggest jerk of all.
Officer Lacey, you want to handle this like a real man? I will pay you a week's salary. Any gym in Illinois, Wisconsin.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm surprised old girl got on camera because if y'all can see, she's right there in meetings. She is the, I believe, assistant. And she didn't hesitate to give an interview in this video. And y'all, he not gonna fight you, homeboy. He not. He gonna fall on his belly and roll.
I'll meet you there. Handle it like men. If I lose, I give it to you. If I win, I donate to charity.
That's all
I'm pretty sure you're gonna keep your little butt in the office. You're not gonna take up a real challenge. I don't with bullies. You try messing with the water bill company when they're trying to collect their bill from you. You try messing with the toll people. You have a long history, longer than a Harry Potter book, of you messing with the citizens of your city. Come here like a real man and sort it out, or you can say you're scared little butt in the office. You pick. You're built like a potato. All right?
Funny.
I didn't even get to the part where I tell you
public area
that she's had me arrested.
What?
Yeah, for picking up her campaign literature off my windshield of my car.
You got cuffed?
Yes. 8 months of them continuing, the court hearing for the case to be dropped by the state's attorney's office for lack of evidence.
Was where we were public area?
Yes.
Inside and outside.
100%.
We were escorted out, made it seem like we were doing something illegal, taking our IDs, pressed. They wouldn't tell them that if we didn't give them our ID, they were going to do something. He had threats to us. You've done the FOIA request. You have all the documents. What kind of stuff have you seen in those documents that catches your attention?
Things that stand out, obviously, are the travel. I mean, it's huge. About 2 trips a month, 3 to 6 days for every trip. I would say 95% of them are unrelated to the township. She went to Portland, Oregon for some conference called the Her Voice, like a women empower leading other women to God. Anybody who knows when you're using taxpayer funds, when you start putting religion into into it, it's a touchy situation because you govern in the township 190,000 voters. Not all of them believe the same thing you do.
How is she living when she goes on these trips?
It's outside of her own pay scale. That's how she's living. She's not living a $300,000 a year life like she's making. She's living a $1 million life because she's keeping her money and spending ours. You get a $600 per day per diem. You don't turn in receipts for those.
Which is very generous per diem.
You shouldn't be swiping the credit card for anything, ma'am. Why do I see all of your meals on here? Why do I see your hotels on here?
What kind of hotel does she stay in? Is it fancy?
Yeah, Hyatt, Hilton's, Four Seasons.
Four Seasons?
Oh, yeah, you name it. Just the best of everything for her. Flying first class to Las Vegas. Her and Keith Freeman. I know the news didn't say that. He put out her $3,700 flight for herself.
She bought a $3,700 flight to Las Vegas?
But Keith Freeman's flight was the same amount. Her and Carmen Carlisle had, $1,600 flight to Atlanta.
Where is she eating? What kind of places is she going to when she eats on the road?
Steakhouses, lobster, anything you could think of that would be high-end dining. For the most part, that's where they're eating. Now, that looked a little different in their little bike ride to Springfield for her non-for-profit. On those trips, they stayed at Hampton Inn. They're bike riding, and they have a full-on DJ being pulled on a trailer behind them. I mean, they're blocking off streets for this.
What else is outrageous that you've seen now that you're privy to the books?
The amount of money she's spending on her PR. That's probably running Thornton Township about $25,000 a month.
So taxpayers,
they're not. I can imagine because, my question would be to Roland Martin, like, what's up with that interview? Like, how did that come about? Did they slide you something to do that fool ass shit you did?
Only paying for the front end of all the bad stuff she's spending money on, but they're paying for the PR cleanup on the back end as well.
Absolutely.
What would it take to just remove her from office?
She was recalled. The residents voted to remove her from office.
What was the percentage vote to recall her?
It was about 56%. We were at about 1,900 to remove her and about 1,300 said to leave her.
Her salary is $224,000, but if she doesn't get reelected, the person that takes over would get $25,000, and that's a way to deter people from running against her?
Mm-hmm. The previous supervisor was in his 9th term. Now you can see the $200,000 salary because he worked for it for 32 years.
Yeah.
She keeps his salary because the law for township municipalities says if you take over his term, you complete the term. Whereas in a regular municipality, like if a mayor passed away and the board appointed somebody, the next municipal election, that mayor would have to run. That seat would be up. But in the township, it doesn't work that way. You finish the entire term. My previous boss had passed away 8 months into his term, so she had a full 3 years to finish. So she gets to keep his pay. What would happen, though, if she ran in 2025 and she won, she would have went to a first-term salary. The pay scale was changed dramatically because she made it that she keeps the salary she has now. Anybody else goes down to 25. There's no more salaries by term. She removed that.
Is there anything positive you can say about the mayor?
I will say she has some ideas that I think are great. The ice rink. It's beautiful. Visually, it looks nice. Had that been done right and had there been a plan in place, a plan for revenue, a plan, for long-term maintenance, a plan on how we were going to bring people out to make sure that the cost was covered at minimum.
Yeah, that was just flimsy. She was just like, I want this, so I'm going to get it. Like, she seems to be doing with everything. I mean, you got to have, this woman is absolutely right. But 1,300 people wanted her to stay, y'all. That's bad. But that's just not even the half. Listen, I got some stuff I gotta put together because this done got real crazy. So I'll be back again. Shout out to Tommy G for risking your life. I'm glad you made it out. You know what I mean? Give up your ID because I have a feeling, based upon what I saw, y'all let me know the homeboy wasn't, him and his crew wasn't gonna make it out of there if they didn't comply. Them people didn't have no problem, and they'll look you straight in the face if you come there. What happened to Tommy G? Look like y'all did something to him. We ain't seen him since he came here and tried to do the video. They'd be like, "What? Hey, hey, you sure? Hey, this is